Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to askNK. Today we're taking a look at Sci-Fi Elements Addon. Sci-Fi Element Addon is made available by Razy Clutch, and this creator has made a couple of other add-ons like the City Road Builder, which is extremely cool, the QUAKE Motion, and there is also the Vera Light. So you might want to come through and check out some of the things that he has and see which one actually works for you. Meanwhile, the Sci-Fi Element Addon definitely helps you as a Blender artist to create sci-fi heads-up display directly in Blender. So just in case you want to check this out, there's going to be a link in the description that can bring you right here where you will be able to see these things for yourself. So with this said, let's dive directly into Blender and check out how this actually works. So with Blender simply open right here, if you go over to edit and go over to preference, with the add-on downloaded, you can install it. And once you install it, press N on the keyboard and you notice that we have Sci-Fi right here. So if we click on the Sci-Fi, you would notice that we have a thumbnail, and within this thumbnail we can select from a list of sci-fi elements that exist. So I guess about 30 plus elements is what you can get from here, so you can pick from any of these things and start working with them. So in this case, I can select this first one, click on add element, and we can go back and I can select something like this other one, click on add element as well. Looks cool. Let's actually scale this in and see what we can get. And then we can obviously just simply move this all the way up to a point like so. That looks great. And we can also proceed to get some more stuff. So I can select this and throw that there. Okay, this looks really nice. So let's just go in and scale this all the way up to a point like that. I guess we should actually, select this and bring that lower. Now, at any point in time, you want to distinguish these things by color within the element section, and you can select the color that you want. So I can actually make that the color that I want, and you can obviously go in and throw in more array stuff. So at this point, you notice that this actually works with array, so you can make some more stuff depending on what you want. And I can definitely just push this to this point, and we can get something in the middle. So this isn't the only thing that you can get with this add-on. Now, once you're done playing with the elements, in most cases you want to animate this. And by the way, you can also play with the text version of this element, and you can make changes to this depending on what you want. So once you want to animate this, it becomes even super easy. Let's go in and throw one more stuff, and so that we can have this and play with it. Actually, I'm just going to throw in more than just one stuff. So I'm just going to go in and make some more stuff like that. So let's select these other one, and let's select maybe something else. I guess we should add one more cool thing like this. Let's put that there, and I can also scale this out. Let's scale that out just about a point like this. Okay, this looks good. Maybe we should actually scale this one in. Let's scale this one in just a bit, position that there, looking nice. So with all this here, if you like to animate this, it's very easy. So select the object that you want, go over to where you have your element animation, and if you would like to animate this by rotation, you need to make sure that you have the rotation axis selected. So in this case, we're just going to go ahead and select Z axis, and I can select the speed, or suggest the speed which I want, and click on animate. So in this case, once you hit on the animate button, bounce this all the way back, press the playback button, you see it's animating. So you can also proceed to clear the animation if this is not what you want, and you can play with the speed how you want it to be, and click on animate one more time and press the playback button, and there you go. You can also select this other one, raise it all the way up. Let's scale this a bit. We would like this to go a little slower, and we can hit the reverse rotation, click on animate, and press the playback button, and you can have this bad boys happening. But this isn't the only thing that you can do, because this is set to constant. You can actually do some function stuff. So if you go over to the functions section, you can choose to play with amplitude, and then you can also choose to play with a period. So I can drop the period down, and I can play with the amplitude as well. And once we have this, we can proceed to hit on the word animate. And once we hit on the word animate, bounces back, press the playback button, you would notice that we're getting that very interesting movement happening there. So depending on the kind of sci-fi heads-up display you're trying to make for your Blender project, this is definitely going to come in very handy. Now, for those that are thinking about translation, yes, there is a location section which you can use to do the same thing that we just did for rotation. For your translation, you can also play with the reveal feature. All of these things can be animated. You can play with the duration, the amplitude, and also the offset, depending on the particular parameter that you're working with at the time. There is also a combo section. Now, despite the fact that we've looked at the element, there's a combo section that you can actually work with. So if you go over to the combo section, there is this gigantic thumbnail, just like we have with the element, and you can select and see a combination of various elements that has been pre-designed, or more like a template that you can play with. So you can add these things as much as you want. You can simply proceed to change the colors. You can also choose to animate them however you want. And the same things that apply to the single element also applies to the combos. Now, it's also very interesting to note that once you have combos like this, you can mix and match these things and you can work with them independently. So if you like to break some things out, you want to add some things together, all of these things are right there and you can see it. Now let's talk about the text. Now, if you want to work with the text, you can simply throw in that text, change the name however you want. You can play with the intensity. You can go over to the review section and choose the duration that you like this to review and animate it. Now, for those that would like to also make rotations, of course you can make the rotations, but one thing is for sure, the text which you're working with, in most cases, the pivot point is not exactly where it needs to be. And for that, you need to select the text, go over to the object menu within your viewport, go over to set origin, and then set the origin to the 3D cursor, which in most cases would be used as the center pivot point for your text. So once you have this going, you can now proceed to do any of the changes that you like to make. Now, this includes changing the font type, playing with extrusion, adding extra elements, and getting the most out of it. Every month there's going to be more updates coming to this, so there will be more elements added to the 30+ elements that you'll be getting. Now, the pro version will be coming with a couple of things like lighting strike. There's going to be 10 extra assets that will be coming with the pro version, but the pro version at this point is currently not available. But something that is more of a note right here is if you choose to purchase this, the pro version is going to be available to you for free. So this is actually something you might want to check out, as the pro version will be coming with a couple of extra assets that can give you some very nice things. And I kind of hope that, with the pro version, those extra assets should also have monthly updates, contrary to the 12 more updates that will be coming every month for the elements. So this is more like it. For those who would like to check this one out, there's going to be a link in the description that will bring you right here. And of course, if you'd like to check out some of the other things that he has already, made previously, you can also come through and check some beautiful things that he has here and get them for yourself. Tell me what you guys think about this one in the comment section. And of course, if you like this video or you learned something from this, you can go ahead and give a like, and don't forget to share with a friend. And if you're new here, it's going to be amazing for you to hit the subscribe button and also turn on notifications so that you don't miss the next video or the next update. And until I see you guys again with a tutorial update, Free Friday, Tutorial Tuesday, tips and tricks, things like this. Peace.